I want to go to the concept of that section. You have the script. Should you learn the words word for word? You should learn the words word for word, because there are some very important facts in or statements in that are really going to make a big difference for you. And if you learn it word for word first, you're just going to be way more present. You see, this is all about being present. People think that sportsmen, you get this. You don't, but if I learn the script, I'm not going to be present. No, it's the opposite. If you learn the script off by heart, yes, in the beginning you have to think of the words, but eventually it becomes automatic. But if you learn the script off by heart, it allows you to be present because you're not thinking of the next thing to say. You see, if you're a sportsman, even though a rugby game is dynamic, you still practice set plays, meaning you go and practice a line out, and you 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 practice a line out. So it becomes habitual, so you can be present. That's the point. It's like, yes, I know every rugby is different, but you have set plays. You are practicing a set play here, so you can be present. So it's the opposite of that. Oh no, I want to be present. Yes, I know. You learn the script so you can be present. And as you get better at this, I'm very unscripted now with sales. In anything I do, because I really understand it. At its core, I really understand. I've done so much of it. So, but you may not be there yet. So really don't trust yourself right now. Learn the script. Here's really what happens. It's a bit of a cliche in chiropractic. It's been taught, it's a bit old school. It's been taught by a lot of coaches and mentors, but it really works. And it really is the fact of I've got good news and I've got bad news. I don't say I've got good news and bad news. I just bring it into a sentence. Stories sell, facts tell. So it's something like this. It'll be like, hey, listen, the good news is we can definitely help you. So just before that, we will start with just how was your last session? What did you learn? What was interesting about the last session? And they'll often tell you some of those motivating factors. Well, it was so interesting for me. I didn't realize my head was going so far forward, etc. Got it. Cool. Then I've got good news. And the good news is we can definitely help you. The bad news, and I will do this, by the way. I think that's just, again, I'm a bit of a golden retriever. So for me, when I stop, and it's important that you understand this, even for me, I have to watch my little voice. Because I feel a little uncomfortable there's bad news, So I will go, look, the bad news is that it's going to take some time and commitment to get you there, but we will get you there. I just feel comfortable saying that. Cool, so the good news is we can definitely help you. The bad news is, from every I've seen in your examination, after looking at all your results, it's going to take us some time and commitment to get you there, but we will get you there. Next line is very important. So in a moment, I'm going to take you through everything, but I'm going to give you my best recommendations, and then best recommendations is exactly how we can get that sorted and move in the right direction, and then we can decide together what works best for you. How's that sound? Okay, so think about this. It's like good news. Oh, yeah, you can help me. Oh, there's bad news. Oh, tone drops. Time and commitment. Good, like that. I want them to know it's going to take some time and commitment. It's going to take some time. Like healing takes time. That's what happens. Over 12 months for soft tissue to heal in many cases. And then I'm going to give you my recommendations, and then we can decide. It's a very important line. We can decide together what works best for you. So now I've given them some bad news. It's but then I've given them back power. And I've gone, but then we can make a decision together, and you can decide really whatever works best for you at that point, and we can decide together. How's that sound? Important little piece. So I'm I'm giving them some good news. I'm giving them a little bit of a jab. It's a little bit of a jab. Like, that doesn't sound good. And then listen, I'm gonna give you my best recommendations. I know we can help you. And then we'll decide together what works best for you. Now, make it real. Very powerful, very powerful. So remember, they have gone away. If you've done a good job on day one, they've gone away. They have had kids drop-offs. They've had dramas at homes. They've had dramas at work. They've had 2 sleepless nights with the kids. They've forgotten about day one altogether. I love this. This is so true. It's like it's like ladies, when you ask a male, what did you do yesterday? They don't remember what they had for breakfast. They definitely don't know what they did yesterday or 3 weeks ago. I promise you they don't, right? So you now have to bring them back into the room. You've done such a great day in day one. You've got all that information, but now the pain's not like there anymore. It was so real. They didn't quite realize it. They thought they'd come in for pain for 2 to 3 weeks, but actually it's been there for 20 years. Now your job is to bring them back in the room, to make the pain real again. And you just do that by asking great questions, right? Now, here's very important. Some of you will mess this up. You want to ask questions and get confirmation. So stop and pause. How many times when I teach do I go, hello? Is anyone out there? That's what you're doing. You understand? So throughout the process, you just want to repeat to them what they said in the previous session. So I'm gonna give you a little rundown of this. So it goes a little bit like this. So when you run through the process, all you want to do is get some yeses. Okay, so is it okay if I just run through everything we spoke about last time just to make sure I haven't missed anything? Yes, it is. Perfect. So last time you said you had the headaches for over 18 years, and when it was absolutely at its worst, you had to go lie down. Is that correct? Awesome. You also told me that you had seen chiropractors before, but they hadn't taken x-rays, and you had also seen the Reiki person down the road, and none of that had helped you. No, it hadn't. Okay, when I looked at your history, when I asked you about trauma, you said that you had car accidents. Initially, actually, you said you didn't have car accident, but when you thought about it, you had that really bad car accident where you were hospitalized for 3 weeks. Is that correct? Yeah, awesome. That's correct. And you just run through that process. That's all you need to know here. There isn't a script there's a script there, it's there for you, but your job is to go through the notes you made and revalidate that. Bring them back in the room. So if you remind, you had neck pain, headaches, migraines, and back pain, but you said that the neck pain was the most important for you to get rid of. In fact, you said the headaches were so bad that you had to go lie down when it's at its absolute worst. Awesome. You also said that one of the main reasons you want to get rid of this was because you wanted to play with your kids again, and we thought that was an awesome goal, and we set up a couple goals for you to run through at that process to achieve that goal. Now, I always say end of the test close. It's not really a test close. I just like to reiterate that last line from this section in day one. And then one of those lines I spoke to you about in the courageous segue was, I just like to reiterate that. So you also said that from what I remember, you also said you're really motivated to get rid of this without the use of drugs or surgeries. In fact, you said you're a 9 out of 10. Is that correct? Yes. Now, how many of you think straight away that's made the pain more real? They're back in the room. You guys realize that? Yes? That's what you're doing. You're just bringing them back in the room. So it's not really a test close, but it is again just reiterating that commitment. Again, it's a game changer. Hey docs, thanks for watching the video. Hopefully you found it helpful. And if you haven't yet checked out one of my free books, New Patient Avalanche, how to get a ton of new patients in your practice, or Practice Growth Speaking Secrets, how to do lunch and learns and corporate talks, and how to get people to come to you for informational talks, click on the link below, grab a book. They're absolutely free. All you do is pay for shipping. I think it's $7.95 or something, and you get all the templates and everything you need and cool bonuses within them to fulfill those things like downloads, etc. Click on the link below, grab one of those books, and I hope it's helpful. See you soon.